Hey guys, normally open up by introducing myself and saying my thing, but not in this video. Since the thing I'll be discussing in this video is drama related, not entertainment related. I mean, there are people that think drama is entertaining, but still. The point of this video is to spread awareness. And hopefully that awareness leads to this individual getting terminated from YouTube and possibly other platforms. Now normally I'm not for people getting terminated on YouTube and other platforms, but this person is so unhinged, it's insane. He needs to be stopped. Like me, and those of you that watch my Totally Spies videos, he's a big fan of Totally Spies. Because of the stuff he's said and done, he makes me and everyone else a part of the Totally Spies fandom look bad. And by the end of this video, I bet you're going to agree with me by saying that this is the most toxic Totally Spies fan ever. And that he is in fact a disgrace to Totally Spies. The individual is Daniel D. Roberts. And seeing as how he only has 87 subscribers, it's very likely you didn't know who this person was before. And I bet you're unlikely to forget who he is after this video. I first learned of Daniel from a YouTuber named Juju. Juju and I are YouTube friends. Juju has other friends who are involved with this, as you'll see soon. Now, I'm personally not involved with this situation, although I probably will be after this video. But I want all this to come to an end. Because as you're going to find out, this goes beyond cartoons. Even though it's obvious from just looking at his channel, it is important to note that he is a fan of Codename Kids Next Door, which in all honesty is also a great show. Juju has made posts about Totally Spies characters dying and stuff. However, I want to make it clear that Juju doesn't do this out of hate for Totally Spies or the fandom, he does it to get at Daniel. So if you have or will come across stuff like this from Juju, then note it's because of Daniel, not because of us. I came across Juju 5 months ago when he made a comment on one of my Totally Spies posts. Juju comments, "I hate Totally Spies because of its toxic fan base. Please handle my opinion." So when I saw Juju's comment, I replied back. I basically told Juju that you can find a toxic person in any fandom, which is true. Now I've handled with toxic fans. Now, when I made this comment, I was very ignorant of the situation with Juju and Daniel. I thought it was just nothing more than Daniel calling Juju stupid and all that. But boy was I wrong. I kid you not, when I say that Daniel is even more toxic than any toxic Dragon Ball fan I've come across. I am being dead serious. Daniel has made many posts harassing Juju. Daniel has harassed Juju because Juju likes Codename Kids Next Door while Daniel doesn't. It's one thing to have different opinions from someone else, but harassing them is a completely another story, and it's never okay to do that. And from my understanding, it seems like this has been going on for over a year. Daniel has justified harassing Juju just because they had a conversation where Juju tried to shove Codename Kids Next Door down his throat. Now, I don't know anything about that conversation, I wasn't there for it, but what I do know is that even if, worst case scenario, Juju did, this doesn't justify Daniel harassing Juju. In this post here, Daniel makes two claims about Juju. The first is that Juju can't handle anyone liking Totally Spies more than Codename Kids Next Door. And claims that Juju, as well as other people who like KND, support an animator who had nothing to do with KND. So I'm not sure if that's relevant or makes any sense. As for the claim about not being able to handle people who like Totally Spies more than Codename Kids Next Door, let's see about that. So here I am, telling Juju that I like Totally Spies more and asking if that's okay. That's odd. Juju seems to be okay with the fact that I like Totally Spies more than Codename Kids Next Door. That's so weird. Because I thought Juju puts on a temper tantrum from people liking Totally Spies more than KND. Could that claim have been false? I asked that in other questions on this post from Juju. So if you want to take a look at that, feel free to. At the time of me making this video, this is Juju's latest post. Isn't it funny how Daniel tries to claim that Juju can't handle people liking Totally Spies more than KND? While at the same time has a channel dedicated to putting down people who have different opinions from him. No, really, that's all he does. It isn't just Juju, Daniel harasses other people. People that have different opinions from him too. He's always making some kind of post with someone he doesn't like saying, "They're a disgrace to this and that." He even makes posts sharing videos where someone's getting beaten up, choked out, or stabbed, all because they have a different opinion from him. I don't know how you can say that Juju can't handle other people's opinions, but yet his channel is literal proof that he can't handle other people's opinions. But somehow, it gets worse from here. Here, Dino makes another false claim against Juju, saying that Juju is sexist towards women. Not sure if you noticed, dude, but Juju has quite a couple of female characters on his banner. And his pick is number 386, who's also a female character. Now, they aren't exactly women, but they're still female characters. If Juju was actually sexist towards females, then why does he have so many female characters that he likes? Daniel is aware that Juju likes number 3 because he's constantly complaining how, oh, he's got the ugliest picture ever. Until a while ago, Juju's profile pic for YouTube was of number 3. Also, if Juju actually was sexist, then why is Juju friends with a female? That Daniel himself is well aware of. Also, the link he shares in a post about Juju being sexist doesn't lead to anywhere, so there is no proof that Juju is sexist towards females. Now here, honestly, is the worst claim he's ever made to Juju, and is honestly the worst thing he's ever done to Juju. Here, Daniel claims that Juju is racist towards Germans, yet he shows no proof of this. The link that's in this post is just the video that you see on here. It's nothing. From what I can tell, this hasn't affected Juju, however, this still could. When someone makes a claim like this that someone is racist, that person that's claimed to be racist could have their channel be taken down. There probably are or could be people that believe this. When they see something like this, they're gonna automatically believe it without looking into it further, making sure it's true. I'm not saying everyone's like that, I'm just saying there are people that are like that will believe something without looking into it further. This is nothing more than a false accusation. A false accusation that could get Juju in trouble. If Juju actually is racist, then why didn't Daniel show any proof? He's willing to show proof towards other people, but why didn't he show any proof when it came to Juju? Could it be that maybe because Juju isn't racist and that Daniel just made it up? Now, I will say that someone being racist is very bad and they should be called out on it. I find it fine that Daniel finds racism to be bad, but he's fine with bullying and harassing people? And it's even more strange after this next part, because this makes Daniel even worse. Daniel is willing and has no problem with telling people he doesn't like that they should be graped. Here, he's telling someone that someone should be graped by a fictional character, then set on fire by another one. Fictional characters or not, how can you say something like this to another person? What the fuck is wrong with him? This makes Daniel far worse than someone who's racist, since he's willing to say such a horrible thing to happen to a person. Even if this was like a hate in a moment kind of thing, it still wouldn't be right. He is willing to go so far to tell people that they should be graped just because they have a different opinion from him. It's completely disgusting. This is where it really goes beyond liking different cartoons. It's not even about cartoons at this point. Daniel is willing to say such things to anyone he disagrees with. I don't understand how someone can say something like this and to a bunch of different people. I don't know what's more surprising, the fact that Daniel says stuff like this, or the fact that YouTube doesn't block any of these comments. YouTube has blocked comments from some of my subscribers when they never said anything bad, but yet they're not willing to block his comments? Comments like this? As shocking and disturbing as this is, it unfortunately gets even worse. Now this is one of Juju's friends. This is someone who's not only involved in the situation, but has also defended Juju from Daniel. Here, the ranking channel is trying to talk some sense into Daniel. But of course, like the man-child Daniel is, he says something stupid like this. The ranking channel reveals to Daniel that they're a minor. And how do you think Daniel responds to that? Take a wild guess. Daniel tells a minor that they should be graped. What the fuck? It's already horrible to say that kind of shit to an adult, but when you say it to a minor, that's far worse, especially when you know that they're a minor. Ranking Channel tells Daniel what any sane person would, and Daniel just says, "Stop being a baby." I'm sorry, what? You're willing to tell a minor that they should be graped, but your dumbass is fine with saying shit like this when they disagree with you? You don't think that's being a baby? This is so much worse than being a baby. How can Daniel, let alone anyone, be so callous? How can someone be so stupid that they don't understand the problem with this? Unfortunately, the Ranking channel isn't the only one that Daniel was willing to say this shit to. And once more, he's willing to say this sort of thing just because someone disagrees with him on cartoons. Even though we've already seen that Daniel doesn't give a shit, Ranking channel informs Daniel that Zoe is a minor. And here's Daniel saying some more dumb shit because him and Zoe have different opinions on movies. Here, Daniel's not only saying a minor should be raped, but also calling her out of her name. How can you be okay with saying these horrible things to a minor? I just don't understand. I have no idea how this dude is still on YouTube. I really don't. I didn't think it at first, but honestly, after seeing all this, I can safely say that Daniel is as bad as Ultimate Joker. In case you don't know who that is, let me tell you. Ultimate Joker is a YouTuber, and like Daniel, is willing to say messed up stuff because people don't agree with him. Like the time Ultimate Joker said this.
Lucas has artistic integrity, unlike these jokester developers and their cuckball fans who should take a bath with their toasters.
You are actually unhinged. It's funny how you demand evidence of death threats from the Insomniac developers, yet in this video, you tell those very same developers and their fans to go kill themselves because you perceive them as incapable of taking criticism.
Just like Daniel, Ultimate Joker has also made false accusations against YouTubers that I like. If you want to know more about that, you can check out SK and Gaming Rift's channels. Daniel, if you're watching this, I want you to know that Sam Clover and Alex wouldn't approve of what you're doing. And I'm gonna try to be nice here, because I don't know whether or not you're a minor, so I'm gonna try to be nice. You need to stop doing this. Stop saying horrible stuff to people that disagree with you on movies and cartoons, regardless if they're minors or not. You cannot be saying all this horrible stuff to people. I don't know how you haven't gotten in trouble by YouTube, but if you say to someone in the real world, you're going to face real life consequences. This isn't me threatening you. I'm warning you, because if you say something like this to the wrong person, they may do something to you. And even if they don't, something like this could still ruin your life. You need to be better. Have some morals. Stop flipping out on people when they have a different opinion from you. Now, you can either stop what you've been doing and apologize to Juju and everyone else you've been harassing and saying horrible stuff to, and learn to be better from this. Or you can keep being an immature moron arguing with people who have different opinions from you, and will one day very likely get into real life trouble. Now, you don't need to be friends with Juju and the others, however, you need to stay off the internet and learn that people can have different opinions from you, and to be able to handle them. You should go take therapy, because I honestly think you need it. It could help you. That should about cover everything I wanted to talk about in this video. For those who have made it to the end, I want to thank you. I also ask if you can to share this video with others, because this situation is not good and it needs to be stopped before it could get even worse. I hope this whole thing with Daniel, Juju, and the others come to an end, because it really needs to.